Adele had finished a year of social work and was working for the summer at the hospital which I was interning in Brooklyn. And that's how we met. She had gone to school in Tulane, in New Orleans.
Yeah, it was just a summer job that I had and had to go back the next year. I just thought that we would communicate by letters, you know. He said, no, let's get married, you know. So I said, okay. And that was in August, and we got married in October. Not only were we encountering each other as people for the first time, but all these other things we were encountering relatively early in our lives that had an effect.
When we would travel with the children, which would be by car, there were a lot of craft shops in America, and somehow we riveted to craft shops. We were always interested in our house and embellishing the house. When we saw something we liked, we wanted it. We didn't pass it by and go to the next piece.
Starting out from scratch and with no ideas, we sort of let the shops be our ideas and museums. And so we were, I guess, educating ourselves at the same time that we were decorating our house. Glass was more of a discovery because it was new at the time. We didn't see glass until when we were in Manhattan. We would go to Manhattan a few times a year because our parents were there, and that's where we saw first glass. It wasn't until later that I think artists in general made things that really stopped you, and you had to look at twice.
And we did say to ourselves, we're contemporary. Why not look at contemporary glass? We made that the statement to each other, and that's when we started looking. And I'm sure I speak for Adele, both like abstract art. We're most comfortable with it. I'm very geometric. I like geometric things. Glass has color, has transparency, and has beauty, has lines. We think glass is beautiful.
When it's lit, it becomes, like something else. That's another thing that happens with glass during different times of the day, times of the year. Just walk into the room and it's like we have another piece. So it's almost always interesting to look at.
We're very particular where a piece goes. We're interested in design. We spend 2-3 weeks at times trying to figure out where to put the piece and shift pieces.
At the beginning, we didn't argue. That was because we had plenty of room and we didn't have to be selective. I mean, if he liked it a lot, it was okay with me, or if I liked it a lot. But as time went on, 65 years, we had to become more and more selective because of space. I don't remember us ever getting anything that one liked and the other didn't. I mean, we would always end up not getting it.
No, we collaborated. Once in a while, of course, there were differences, but basically we collaborated or we didn't buy it. Of course, we have so many pieces of glass that it's very difficult to choose which are the best.
There was the song, I love the girl that's near me. So I think I'm sort of like that. I don't think we have a best piece because we have so many good ones.
Your taste, of course, does change. I think our taste, for example, is much different now than it was 20 years ago, and I hope better. Even things at the beginning of our collection have become important historically. So I would say I'm satisfied.
When you're broke by the end of the year because of glass, you know that you've done a good job.